What's up, everybody? Brad here, and I just wanted to drop in real fast and talk about this because I literally just saw this online, I think within 30 minutes of it being announced. But Nintendo and Sony are partnering up to make a Legend of Zelda live action movie. That's wild, man. It People have been asking for some kind of Legend of Zelda something that wasn't a comic book, manga, or just another game. Specifically, people have wanted an animated series. Now, personally, I would like to think after all the hype the Mario Brothers movie got, granted, I think a lot of people came away from that movie feeling a little let down in terms of the story. But visually speaking, the Super Mario Brothers movie looked fantastic. I think that was like the one thing everybody agreed. Like the game, the I almost said game, the movie looked phenomenal. There was nothing wrong with the way the movie looked. But I'm just really, I don't understand this move here. Like, why a live action movie? Like, this is a series based on like elves and magic and monsters and just, I don't know, man. Like, Zelda just works so well with the big fantasy elements, and just like animation allows you to go beyond the scope of reality to do these big action scenes and everything. Remember how excited everybody was when they used a fully animated trailer for Palutena's reveal for Smash Brothers? It was an anime fight between Pit and Link. And everybody was like, you know what? This looks really good. Why don't they make an anime series for Zelda or even Kid Icarus? Why don't they do that? And it looks like we're not going to get that. Probably ever going to get that. And instead, we're going to get live action. And it just is the same. I feel the same way about this that I feel every time Disney announces a live action remake of one of their classic, animated feature films that like are pretty much just ingrained into their identity. Like, Walt Disney's whole thing was selling animation to people in a way like, hey, like, animation, cartoons can be used to tell interesting and serious stories. Like, it's not always just about the funny ha-ha moments and everything like that. It's not always just about being silly. We could be dramatic and serious too. And like, I don't know, man, it's such a weird thing. And like, who knows? It could possibly be a very well-made movie. There may not be anything wrong with it, but to me, if you want to go fantasy, if you want to tell a fantasy story, it just makes more sense to do it with animation. Granted, these days, animated stuff, like the live action movies, tend to get, like, there's tons of CG animation in some of these live action Disney remakes. It's so funny. Like they really did push the Lion King remake as live action Lion King, when there's, I think, literally only one shot in the whole movie that is actually legitimately filmed in the real world. All the rest of the movie is CG animated. I think it's the opening shot, if I remember right, the opening shot of the sun rising up at the beginning of Lion King is the one true live action shot in the movie. Everything else was animated. And it's done in such a way that it just seems like they're using the live action label to get away from animation. Like they're like, whoever's making these is like, you know, the animation, when the cartoons are for kids, the live action is for the adults. This is the serious version. And I'm like, oh, just go screw off. Like, we don't want that. But anyway, I don't know, man. I just wanted to talk about this since it was fresh. Give my 2 cents. Could it be a good movie? It could be. And to be honest, to be fair, it isn't fair to judge it just because it's live action, but it's just baffling. Like, it just seems like I said, people have wanted a Zelda anime for a long time, and there are several Zelda manga out there that are based on like Twilight Princess and I think Ocarina of Time, maybe even Wind Waker. But to go with the live action route, I don't know, man. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. From Miyamoto's words, from what I looked at on Twitter, it seems like they're saying like this is pretty much like, I don't think they're I don't think they've started it yet. Or if they have, they haven't gotten far into production. So we probably won't see anything from this movie at least until, I would say, a year from now. I would expect maybe we'll start seeing, because Miyamoto, from what I saw, said it will be a while before the movie's ready. So I'm thinking we start seeing teasers for it next year. Maybe at the big E3 Nintendo Direct next year. Possibly. Maybe we get a trailer for it a year from now. And then sometime 2025 the movie comes out. I'm just spitballing. So I have no idea. But yeah, there you go. Zelda movie coming out. Nintendo and Sony working together. And it's going to be live action. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. And we'll keep our eye on this thing. Maybe it'll surprise me. We'll just have to see. Till then, I'm out of here.